Is it you, it's not me? Or is it's me, it's not you? Or is it me, it's not you? Hi folks, it's Smudge here and welcome to Mastering in the Box. Today is one of the hottest days in the UK so far this year, and it's fair to say that I'm sweating like a glassblower's Aris. But we're not here to talk about the weather. I do have an important announcement to make, and that is that today is the end of an era in that Mastering in the Box will be no more. So over the last couple of weeks, I've had some time to reflect on certain things. There's been a change in my personal circumstances, so it's time to move on from Mastering in the Box. You what? Are you having a bubble? So I'm not going away, but over the next few days you will see that Mastering in the Box is going to be rebranded as Sounds Simple Studios. But why, do you ask? Well, quite simply, my circumstances have changed for the better, and this means that I can really provide more focus, more time and attention to really growing the channel even more and providing even greater content. So the YouTube channel's been going for just over a year now, and I've really been kind of getting involved in a lot of the Facebook groups, whether it's the mixing and mastering groups or whether it's the Studio One groups. And to be fair, so many of the people involved in these groups are really helpful. But then you also get the useless oxygen thieves who are quite frankly about as much use as a hedgehog in a condom factory. And what will happen is you will get someone who's very new to music production who asks a question in one of these groups, and it will be, you know, just something simple about how they can really advance their song a little bit further. And these oxygen thieves will either respond with "Google it," or they will respond with simple answers like dynamic EQ, sidechain compression, without providing any knowledgeable information or insights into what these are and how you can use them. So quite simply, Sound Simple Studios is going to be a platform where I can share lots of tips and information relating to mixing, mastering and digital audio. And this isn't going to be just a platform where I share the basics. This will go all the way from mix preparation, setting up your mix session, all the way through to mastering and final release. And I want to leave no stone unturned. So I'll even be covering lots of different gear, what gear is good, what gear is not good, and even how you can get the best out of your studio setup. So I'll be covering things such as acoustic treatment, your monitoring environment, and all of those goodies as well. So does this mean that I'll stop creating content in relation to mastering? Absolutely not, because mastering is such a fundamental part of the modern music production process that it really needs to be covered in depth, and I'll continue to cover mastering related content as part of this channel as well. And one of the things I really find that's beneficial is, having been mastering and only mastering for quite some time now, is it's really opened my eyes up to certain parts of the mixing process and has allowed me to view mixing with a completely different mindset. Will I still be using Studio One? Well, absolutely, because Studio One is the DAW that I've been using for quite some time now, and I have grown with Studio One and Studio One has grown with me, so it makes absolute sense to continue to use Studio One moving forward. But it doesn't mean that all of my videos are going to be in relation to Studio One, and whilst it will be the main platform that I do use, a lot of the tips and techniques and the training that I'll provide will be cross-platform. So if you don't use Studio One, you will be able to use a lot of the tips and techniques in any single DAW. And in addition to this, it is fair to say that I will be covering some tutorials in Reaper as well, because Reaper is a fantastic platform when it comes to scripting and coding. And if you're interested in creating your own plugins, then I will be featuring some videos in relation to this and Reaper in the future. So what makes me qualified to discuss mixing? Well, for those who don't know, before I was mastering, I did a lot of mixing. I was a mix engineer and I was mixing on a professional basis. And as part of this, I really got involved in the Produce Like a Pro Academy and really started to get involved in lots of the different advanced mixing techniques. And I was slowly developed from mixing into mastering and really focused on mastering. But one of the things that's really kind of helped me to revisit mixing, to look at it with a completely new viewpoint, is the mastering process. And a lot of people look at mastering, they mix first and then do a little bit of mastering afterwards. It's not until you really focus on the mastering and really get into the nitty-gritty and the detail that it really opens up lots of different viewpoints, and you really start to look at mixing in a completely different new mindset. And in addition to the mastering, one of the services I've been offering through Fiverr.com is a mixing and mastering critiquing service. Links down below. And what this has enabled me to do is really kind of focus on a lot of the nitty-gritty of the mixing process as well. So yes, it's been given feedback on some of the mastering and how the mastering's been processed, but actually it's kind of thinking about the overall balance of the song, and is there something that we can do in the mixing process. And a lot of my time has been given mixing guidance as well as mastering guidance to allow people to really get the best from their songs. And lastly, this is something that you guys have been asking me for. I've really been getting involved in the community, and I've been approached by lots of different people on how I approach certain situations in relation to mixing. How would I mix a certain instrument? How would I mix it a certain way to get a particular sound? So this is something that you guys have been asking for, so I really want to kind of give this added value back to you guys so you can get the best from your songs. Now, I started off this video with a statement: I have good news and bad news. I'll let you be the judges as to whether having my ugly mug featuring on even more videos on YouTube is a good thing or a bad thing. But I do just want to say I absolutely love providing this content for you guys. It's a real passion of mine, and I really can't wait to give even more back to the community moving forward. So moving forward, obviously the channel name will change, but there will still be lots of audio related guidance from mixing and mastering and anything digital audio related, so lots of that moving forward. And over the next couple of weeks there'll be updates to the website, and all the social pages will be updated with the name of Sound Simple Studios. So just before I sign off from this video, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We've got the 1,000 subscribers so far, which is amazing. And I just want to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed, watched the video, liked the video, commented. It really does mean a lot. As I say, this is a real big passion of mine, and I can't wait to provide even more great content for you guys moving forward. So here's to many more wonderful years creating music together, and I can't wait to release the next videos coming up over the next couple of weeks. So all that's left for me to say is I hope you'll keep safe and well, and after all, sound simple.